This video, realistically, should have been about how we were second in the league. We were pushing on. A poor result against Montpellier held us back. We're moving on in the cup, and everything is appearing to look okay. There's issues with Rudi Garcia and his management, as always. He's not really the manager for the job, but he's somehow in this season getting it done. But when you run into Marseille in the league, what else will happen besides a cheating result? Honestly, if you go into the history of Marseille, you'll see their cheated Champions League, etc. This is nothing new for Marseille, and a penalty which, under the letter of the law in Liga, should not be nowhere near a penalty. Honestly, if it is a makeup call for denier, just come out and say it. That was realistically probably a penalty, I would say. There was probably good cases for it, but the referee didn't give it, and then clearly with VAR has not given a penalty, which it just doesn't exist. If you didn't think the first one was a penalty in the first place, you shouldn't be giving the second one as a makeup, and that is the only excuse I can hear from Marseille supporters as to why it's a penalty. It's just not by the letter of the law in the league a penalty. But as we are here, we're at the end of another season. Not the end of the season, end of another month in Ligue 1. And the Lyon team have made it to third place. We've dropped one place since we were last here. Pretty sure we were tied level first when we started the month, and now we are in third with 1 point ahead of fourth now. Somehow, Monaco has been the only team, it appears, that has any interest in winning this title. I look at the way Lyon have played. Let's take a look at the games. We beat Dijon 1-0. Cagey game, but was comfortable in the end. Beat Strasbourg 3-0. Red card, obviously, which was really soft, honestly, against Strasbourg. That was a terrible call. The league and refs are shambolic, as always. So I think we realistically still would have won that. We played them off the park before the red card and then after. So and then the French Cup round of 64, Ajaccio, it was never going to be a loss. And then somehow I don't know what it is. Can we ever beat Montpellier in the league? We've never beaten them. It feels like whenever I've watched. Sevigny just was probably the best player on the field on the day, and we just had nothing for him and nothing for the team in general. And you can see then these are the results. The Montpellier loss, where it starts to come back, and the Stade Brest game, 3-2 win. We still won, but we're up 3-0 and almost blew it away. This is where I start to see the problems with Rudi Garcia, and I start to see that the problems with this team in general keep coming back. Why can we not close games out, and why can we not win the games we're supposed to in the league? We are second place. We are in a title challenge. Where is the motivation coming from for this team? I don't see it. I don't get it. And then the Marseille game, 1-1. Realistically, we played terrible. Honestly, we played good for 20 minutes. We scored, and then nothing else. We just couldn't do anything else. The penalty was a scandal, and honestly, I can't be surprised playing against Marseille. I'm going to sound like, as I said, I sound like Todd here. But against Marseille, you have to assume they're going to cheat you in some way, and they cheated us, and then they got the draw. And realistically, we still should have probably won the game. We outplayed them the entire time, even after the red card, which the fact that the Paqueta handball even got a yellow, you have to admit that there isn't even an excuse for a yellow card there as well. His second foul was obviously yellow, and he has to get sent off. And then even after that, we played better than them. We outplayed Marseille, and we couldn't get the result because of the penalty. And honestly, I can make that as an excuse all day, but at times we should be playing better, and today we just didn't. I'm recording this day after, it's not today, but you get what I'm saying. So now we go into the league, and I gotta give my thoughts on where I think the team's going. And honestly, I think the title race is not over, but it can't. The next 3 weeks are gonna be where I say probably give my definitive answer on who wins the league for Lyon. We play Rennes, Reims, and PSG. Rennes at home. That has to be a win. There is no excuse. Rennes are a good side. If we look at the table, they're 9th. They are still a good side, though. We've had trouble with them in the past. We've lost them this season. So it is a team that has talent in it, and we have to be they were in the Champions League this season, so we have to be mindful. Stade Reims, we pretty sure we drew them earlier in the season. If I take a look, no, we drew Brest. We beat Reims 3-0. Another red card in the French league. What a surprise. It's almost like the refs in this league are unbelievably terrible. But again, we have to win. There is no excuse. We are away from home, but We have made a history of beating these big teams, these small teams this season. We have to do that still. And then PSG at home, we played PSG at the park in their place, and we have to do the exact same thing this coming month. And then we have the French Cup against Sochaux, which should be an easy win. We have to play our B team because we have to beat Rennes. We have to beat Reims. There is no excuse to not play our full team then in both of those games. And then the Cup is secondary. I'm not interested in the Cup. The Cup doesn't give us what we need. This is, in my eyes, the last season that we have for 10 years maybe to win a league title. Realistically, with the coronavirus hurting finances in Liga, PSG are the only team that's going to have purchasing power in the next 5-6 years, I would imagine. We have the talent to build in a good academy and keep going. But that isn't how you win a title against PSG. We've done a good job of it using that to build a title challenge this season. But look at how sustainable that is. The only reason we're in a title challenge is because PSG have lost 6 games this season, which is astronomically low, which is terrible for a team of their quality. With Mbappe and Neymar, you should not be losing 6 games in Liga. Lyon have only lost 3 as a comparison. You look at the sides of the quality, so it kind of shows where PSG have fallen and given an opportunity. And the fact that we aren't at the pole position right now is disturbing, to say the least. Although a lot of people have been saying, I've seen the Rudi Garcia out still the entire time. If I'm going to be honest, if we were going to sack Rudi Garcia, we had to do it at the start of the season and go with a new coach. But at this point, I don't see what coaches are available that win us the league. Who do you appoint now that wins you the league? You can appoint a coach now that gives us probably consistent results in the future, but like who can win the league? I don't think Rudi Garcia can win the league, but I don't know who else is out there that can win the league, especially when he's running down his contract and he's not even coming back next season. So like, what do you do in that situation? And I know a lot of people calling for his head. He should have been gone at the start of the season, and the fact that he's managed to get this team to this point is mind-boggling to say the least. And it shows the quality players he had at his disposal. But if he had, and Niko Kovac was the coach of Lyon, where would this team be? Look at the Monaco team. The Lyon team is clearly better than this Monaco team, but Niko Kovac has changed the system entirely. They're changed the situation entirely for Monaco. So they are honestly, in my eyes, maybe the most likely to win the league at this point. What other team is playing like a champion at this point? PSG certainly are not. They've had a good result against Barcelona. That looks well, but they are heavily focused on a European Cup this season. I would think they don't want to lose Mbappe this summer and not have taken their one chance at a European Cup after making the final, so they might even fall in the league. Lille have kind of fallen a little bit of form. They drew their last couple of games and are slipping up. In Lyon, I mean, we saw the game against Marseille. We should have won, but didn't play well enough to deserve the win in the end. Even if they played better, the loss against Montpellier, it was inexcusable. We lost against Metz the month before. Where is their title challenge coming from? And Monaco have been on fire the last few months. Ever since the turn of the calendar, they have been the best team in the league by far. So from here, who do I think is the most likely to win? Honestly, between all four, 25% each at this point. There is no way to tell who can win this league title, and that makes it exciting for the neutral fan. But for me, it's looking more and more likely every day that Rudi Garcia doesn't have what it takes to win this league title, and the team doesn't have the mentality to win the league title. My goal coming into the season was second or third place. We make it to the Champions League. Maybe the season after we have to fight out Europa League when we sell all our players, but at least we have a way to build back our finances, and we have a lot of young players to build on top of for the future. Now, the goal had to change to win the league. That had to be the goal going into the January transfer window, and all we did was send Dembele out on loan. What is that accomplished? Nothing for winning the title. It hindered us. We got Slimani back. Slimani was fine in the League Cup game, but there's no way you can convince me Slimani is better than Dembele and more useful in the system we play. It's just unbelievable to see kind of where this team has gone. But that is the end of the recap for this month. Obviously, it's a little bit more of a somber recap as of, the result of the Marseille game and playing against Marseille in general is super frustrating. Their fan base is insufferable. Their cheating is insufferable. It is what it is. And then, the only good thing we've seen from this month is that we're still in the third and we're still a win away from first place again. Albeit we could have been second right now with a point up on PSG, but we have to take where we're at. Next month is basically the make or break month. Can we win all 3 games? And if we do, I think we have a shot at the title. And if not, if we finish second or third and we get maybe a League Cup final, it is what it is. We've overperformed, I think, some people's expectations. We've at least accomplished my expectations of the team. At the very least, we can be happy with that. So that's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like rating. Let me know what you think of how the season's going for Lyon, where you guys think this team should go in the future. Are you Garcia in or Garcia out for the rest of the season? I know there's still always been some debate, but I know where I stand at least. I'll see you guys next time, and as always, have a wonderful day.